So sick? No?
I only had it like 24 hours.
You feeling better now?
Yeah, pretty much better.
No one else logged on, right? I just see her echo, that's all.
Oh, that's just me.
Oh, that's you? Okay.
You don't have the link to log on.
We don't have to log on, do we
No,
really?
no,
Okay.
because he just like to see it up there.
Like, you know, how they
Ten?
had is that not
It's supposed to work.
flyers and
30.
design all different kinds of stuff in there.
31 on,
Flyers and
31 online and 9 in here.
just stuff like that. How to put your pictures in here and.
Was totally not expecting so many people. Yeah.
Which one is it? Which one's up here?
Oh, guys,
Nobody's even in.
quick question. I'm gonna be taking, she's gonna be taking some photographs. You guys don't mind, right?
You won't be in them, ish.
Come on, Corey. Yeah, Rachel says she only gets 2 texts, one from Corey, one from Shelley. I miss that. Training. She goes, you'll have a fun room, Corey and Shelley in the same.
I don't know about today.
No.
Start video. Okay, it's already started. Anybody else need water? It's hot in here.
It is hot in here.
I'm gonna turn it down.
I take my socks and shoes off.
13. Should we wait for everyone to start?
Give it 2 more.
Oh.
Put this app on my computer this morning for today.
Oh,
It's got everything.
That little arrow that goes up by the mute, what was that just loading in? It was just loading in, keep it going.
It sounds like Audrina.
No, later.
Is it
A
freezing?
little bit. Maybe take it right up to the loudest.
That's awesome.
Oh, she's in the right, isn't it? Her voice.
Oh,
Right in the.
Ginger's my.
It's all right.
Help yourselves.
You can watch this on the big on. I don't know if it's safely available. But they told everybody have to leave early and then she said it'll start, but it's recorded that you can just watch it later or whatever,
Oh, that's good.
I gotta find the plug for it. Or.
Should we start?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua, and I will be taking you through this course today. Design Mastery with Canva. Now, I know we say Design Mastery, but just to get started, we're going to go over the basics, the what is what, where is what, and how to find everything that we need to find to make good designs. Okay, just a show of hands, everybody online. Can you guys hear me? I can only see. Yes? To people who don't have. Yes? Okay, great. Um, if you guys online have any sort of questions, feel free to interrupt me or put it in the chat, and Haley will tell me what your questions are. Cool? Okay, so again, now I just need to get a bit of an understanding. How many of you guys actually use Canva on? Okay, so you understand how it works, you use it before. Now, for those who don't understand Canva because they've never used it before or are just getting started with it, this first part is for you guys. But so we're just gonna continue. Hello.
Is there a receipt?
Yeah, probably just pull up a chart somewhere. Okay. Okay, so this entire course is mainly catered towards entrepreneurs, business owners, employers, and employees who are not in the business of marketing but have products that they need to market. So I'm not going to take a look at this at this course from the perspective of a designer, but from the perspective of a marketer, especially someone who's just getting into it or is adapting to new technologies. Especially because we've got the introduction of AI, and we're going to talk about AI in Canva. But just if you guys haven't checked it out, Two Rivers has this amazing AI dashboard which you can all use, and I recommend that you use that to then start making the making designs from in Canva. Now, one of the chatbots that we have is supposed to help you with social media. Now, one thing that I've learned over the last couple of months is that people scroll social media, they scroll the size of the Statue of Liberty on a daily basis. And this is where Canva really comes into play, because like 10 years ago, you'd need to have a designer who knew Photoshop, who knew Illustrator, who knew all the video editing tools that were super complicated. And hell, even I don't know them, I'll be honest. And you need to have that person in your employee to be able to put out that content. And now with social media, you need to put out that content on a daily basis. You need to be posting at least once or twice, depending on what your target audience is. Canva simplifies that process because you can put out a lot of designs in a very small amount of time, and you don't need to hire a designer to do it. Okay, that's just an introduction into why we're doing Canva instead of doing Photoshop, because Adobe also has a very similar program. It's just that Canva has a lot more to offer in this space. Now, first we're going to go over understanding the Canva interface. We're going to talk about templates and different sizes of those templates. We're going to talk about exploring different elements and fonts. We're going to discuss color palettes. Now, this is something that's very important, and I'll get into it why when we get to that point. Content management skills is basically where you should put things, where you shouldn't put things. And the last topic that we're going to cover today is everything that I learned when I was starting off.
Exclamation mark.
During the course of this 1 hour, hopefully it's lesser than that because I do not like talking actually I love talking, but still, over the course, if you have any sort of questions, feel free to interrupt me. Please interrupt me, because if I don't know that you're engaged, my quality is just going to drop, because I thrive on attention. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, understanding the Canva interface. Now, this is a very simple tool to use. It was designed specifically for people who have no experience in the other softwares that I mentioned, like Illustrator and etc. and Photoshop. So I've just prepared a bunch of screenshots for you guys, because screenshots, and I don't have to exit this presentation every time I need to show you something. So let's just start it off. The top thing right here, which I've highlighted, is don't touch that. I mean, it's going to everything that I discussed in the last 10 minutes, or I don't know how long it's been. That's all right there. So design spotlight, business, how you can use it in your business, how you can use it in education, the different prices and plans. Oh, how many of you guys pay for Canva Pro? Chat, what about you guys? Anyone? Anyone? Guys, I need you to respond to me, please. Oh, we've got people chatting. We've got people. Respond. Yeah. Okay, so Canva Pro is something that's extremely helpful, and I'll explain why we get into it. It just allows you to allows you access to elements that people don't get for free, and it's basically paying people to give you their elements.
Password.
Sorry. Oh. It's, what is it, gone to Simcoe to feed the ducks?
All caps.
All caps. Okay.
That it works.
So on the screen you'll see on the right hand side, the most important thing about this top bar that you really need to know is the settings option, the notification option, and the most is create a design, because that's where you're going to start whenever you're going to start creating. Okay. The next thing is this section. Now this is very important for you because this holds everything that you do in it. You can access everything through here. It's your main navigation. So you've got your home button. You've got your home button. You've got Magic Studio. Now Magic Studio is something that we will talk about as we go further on because it's got a lot of AI involvement with it. Projects. Now projects is where all your projects are. I mean, every single design that you create is considered as a project. It also holds files with pictures, videos, audios, text that you've uploaded. Then you've got your templates. Now, templates are something that Canva really excels at, and we get into it in the next part. I'll explain better then. Brand. Now, brand is something that's very important and only available to pro users. This is something that allows. Now, say for example, you are a. What do you do?
I work in a restaurant,
Okay, what sort of restaurant is it?
like takeout mostly.
And the type of food?
It varies. We have like a hot table and stuff, so we promote that.
Okay, just give me a dish then.
I don't know, poutine.
Okay, poutine. Now, say for example, you're a poutine restaurant, and the name is?
Sadakoni.
Sorry?
Sadakoni.
Staticoni. Okay, now you have a particular logo, you have a particular color that you use with that logo. You probably have a font used. I've not seen the logo, guys. Please, if I get it wrong, I'm sorry. You probably have a particular type of font that you use on your website. Now you want that continuity to go through every single thing that you put out. You don't want to have one with one font, another with another font, be using weird colors all over the place, because then it doesn't symbolize you. Every time I look at a post that's say for example her colors are red and blue, every time I see something that's red and blue, I'm going to be thinking about her and her company and her poutine. But if she suddenly changes up and starts using green and purple, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna be thinking about her poutine. But I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the brand. That's why I didn't take it. So, my bad. Excuse me if I forget things. I am very forgetful. Okay, the next part, and so brand basically allows you to keep all of this content stored in. So Canva knows this is your colors, this is the type of text you use, and you can also add your logo to it. So every time you open up a new template, all you have to do is click that brand button, and the template gets rearranged for your brand. So the colors will change, the types of images will change, the fonts will also change. So if you have Pro, I recommend abusing the brand feature, because that is one of the most powerful tools that you can use. Okay, then after that is apps. Now Canva has a lot of different apps. You have apps to create videos. Now you have AI integration into these apps as well. These apps are not created mostly by Canva. They're created by third-party organizations. So say for example, I used an app the other day to create a QR code. There are free QR code generators, there are paid QR code generators. It's completely up to that particular type of app and your preference. Now, you don't need to use the apps. You can just go to Google and type QR code generator and you'll find thousands on Google. It's just that it's in the on this platform, and so it makes it easier to access and easier to use. Okay, now you also see Create a Hub over there. Not everyone is going to have it. It depends from account to account. Because you have to have signed up for the Creator Hub. The Creator Hub I will talk about in detail when we get into templates. A gist of it is basically I create elements and templates and upload it, and I get paid for it. So that's just something that you can do if you want, but I don't know if that.
Does that cost money to be a creator?
No, you get paid for it.
You get money.
No, but how do you get, well, so how do you add it? I could do that.
You got enough to do.
Oh, one more thing, what the heck?
Are you going through that?
Yeah, I'm going to the homepage.
I got a question about the brand part.
Yeah.
Like I pay for the pro, but I only use it to get the pro pictures and the little things that go up. Can you apply the brand thing to stuff that you already did? I did so much stuff, but.
So stuff that you've already done, you can just do it manually. There's no, I don't think that you can, yeah, so it's mainly for templates and it's accessibility. So like say for example, I work for Smashing Pixels. Our logo colors are green and blue. Now that particular shade of green is not something that's available on the color palette. So I'll have to search for that color. And that would just take me forever. Now it's just gonna show up over there on the side when I need to change the color of something and I want it to be that particular green or that particular blue. And we're gonna get out of this presentation very soon and I'll show you exactly how, but that's a good question and there is probably some way to skirt around. But you're gonna have to actually put in the work. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So let's go to the next. Now, this section is the most important because this is where you go when you want to create a new design. So it's got various types of designs various types of sizes and templates that you can use. So it's got docs, it's got whiteboards. Here's a fun fact about whiteboards. That was designed by a child who was whose dad worked at Canva. So it's a fun little tool to work to coordinate with your team on. It's a whiteboard, so everyone can just log in, put sticky notes, write messages of words of affirmation. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do, or just tell someone that okay, your deadline is up. So that's a cool little tool. Then you've got presentations, Facebook landscape. Now that's a particular Facebook type of template. Then on top of that, you've got For You. Now the For You section shows all of that because it's on my computer, my screenshot. So those are the things that I use very often. And so it's going to show me that. Or it's just predicting that, okay, this is something that you might be able to use in the work that you do. Then you've got documents, which is documents. There's no other better way to explain that. Whiteboard presentations, because there are different sizes for presentations. Social media, of course, there are different types of platforms, and every platform has its own dimensions. Videos, because again, the same thing. Print products. Hey, if you guys are into the printing space and you don't have someone to do your printing, Canva does it, and you can get it at your local Staples. I think they just send it over to your Staples, and it's brilliant. You can also create websites with Canva now. Don't create websites with Canva, guys. Don't. It's a little janky. It's getting there. It'll soon, hopefully, maybe. Okay, now this is where all your designs live. As you can see, Design Mastery with Canva is right there because this presentation, of course, was made with Canva. Now this is going to be all your current designs. Now for you, those who have used Canva in the past, say you've used it for more than 6 months and you create 100 posts per month, you're not going to see all of them here. This is just going to be the most recent designs. If you want to find your designs, then you're going to go into the projects tab or you can search for it there. Now I have the nasty habit of sometimes not labeling my designs. Don't do that. Don't be lazy like me. Label your designs so that you don't have to spend 5 minutes looking for them when you need them. They're also available in the projects tab, like I said before. you just click there and you should find every single one of your designs, every single one of your pictures that you've uploaded. Everything that you've uploaded to Canva is going to be in that tab. Oh, that's a repeat, my bad. Okay, now we get into the editor. So now that little box on your left hand side, that's where the magic happens. That's where you got to select all your elements, select your designs and templates, select your types of fonts. Your uploads are going to be in there. Your I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name earlier.
Sure.
No.
Shelley? Shelley?
Shelley?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you see that little just on the text. You can I zoom in this? I can't zoom in here. Right there, you see brand over there. So everything that you upload in your brand in the settings, that's where it's going to show up. So your colors, your fonts, your logos, all of that stuff will show up over.
But I
right here.
but I already have to have that in as brand, right?
Yes, you
I'll
need to set it all up though first.
get you to do that for me.
Okay, so now whenever you click on one of these tabs, like I have selected elements over here, you're going to have this opened up. This is your elements tab.
Oh.
So out here, these are my recently used. So now I've used a bunch of these in this presentation today and another presentation. So that's going to show up over there. You've got shapes, you've got graphics, you've got the AI image generator. Guys, don't use this. Use the one we made for you.
That'd be so much quicker.
What?
So doing what you just said.
Image generator? Oh.
The brand and to have everything
Yeah.
right there and all your shapes and everything.
Yeah. So the image generator it's okay. It's still putting out people with disfigured faces and but however, guys, we've also added an image generator to the Two Rivers AI digital toolbox. So I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think it works fantastic. So go check it out when you have the time, because using the images that you get in the image generator and then uploading them to Canva, it just solves one problem of going to look for stock images. So if you don't have the pro version, that's your hack. That's a hack right there, because you can just go into the image generator, select type in whatever you want, and it'll generate it for you. Okay, let's move on from here because I want to get done with this part of the presentation so we can get into actual work. Now that's where all your action happens. That's where you go to when you select an element, everything that you can do with the element is going to show up over there. Right now, I'm not selected anything. I mean, I've selected the tab. I've selected the page that I'm on currently. So you can see that I can animate the page. I can change how many seconds that shows up in video format. Positions, I'll tell you about positions in a second. Then that little black box over there on the upper left-hand side out here, now that's where you go, you click on that and you can change the color of the background. So that's it. That's your undo button for when you accidentally delete something or accidentally write something that shouldn't have been written on your design. Or you can just Control Z it. Now, oh wait, you can't see this over here. How do I move this? I can't. Okay, there's a share button up over there because we can't see it out here because of the box. There's a share button over there. You click that share button and this menu will open up. You can add people in your team to the design, so you don't have to work on it yourself. You can collaborate with other people so Canva is a very collaborative platform. They immerse you into that team spirit throughout the platform. Even all the templates that are available online are created by other users of the platform on the platform itself. Sometimes it's created off the platform, but a lot of times like templates and stuff are created online on the same platform. You can give people the link access to this presentation. I will be doing this at the end of it in the case that you want it. If you don't, there's going to be a video up on the Two Rivers site. If you want to just watch that one. Then you can present and record, make a public view link, make this into a template, and download, share on social media. Again, like I said, print with Canva, and then there's some other garbage. Yeah.
So if somebody made a presentation and shared it with me, then she could play it like, because she shared a presentation with me from Canva, and then I couldn't work it. If she didn't share it with me, right?
Edit the presentation?
No, I didn't want to edit. I wanted to play it from my computer.
How did you download it though?
I don't know. I just download it. There it is.
She downloaded it and sent it to me and it.
Okay, no, but what was the file type that she sent to you?
I don't
I don't know,
know.
it was all pictures or something, so,
It was pictures. It wasn't she
Oh.
couldn't just push go to the next.
so then I had to take it and put it all into a presentation.
Okay,
But if she had put it in presentation, then she
no,
could have
so,
just
so
shared it
it
with me.
depends, it depends.
I did it in PowerPoint thing, but I don't know how I downloaded it.
You did it in PowerPoint.
No, she didn't do PowerPoint.
Like a PowerPoint slide thing.
Okay, in the presentations, okay. Okay, cool. So I think what you're talking about is that she downloaded separate images and it came to you in a zip file. Is that how it came?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying though, if she had done it in presentation,
Yeah, so.
then she could have just shared it with me
Yeah.
and I would have had access to it.
Yeah, so the easier way to do this when you want to collaborate with somebody is as simple as going here, right next to my little icon over there is a plus sign. You click on that plus sign and then it'll prompt you to give that person's email ID. And now you put in that person's email ID and then they can edit the same document that you're editing whilst you're doing it, so you can do it live together. Okay, so then now we move on. File, like everyone's used PowerPoint or Word or Excel at some point in their life, right? So it works the same way. You can design, you can copy, you can import files, save to a folder, copy to a folder, download version history. Now for all you paid Canva people, version history allows you to go back and undo all the changes that you've done in a specific time, which is kind of helpful-ish sometimes. If you forgot to make a copy of it before editing it, that helps out a lot. Because it's a collaborative platform, you also have comments, so I can go ahead and leave comments on different pages for either me to see event later on whilst I'm presenting, or for my team members to see and fix the problem if there was one. Open desktop app, because now Canva also has a desktop app, which is brilliant. That's the thing that we're using right now. It works the same as a browser. It's like a secondary browser that only opens Canva. It's pretty cool. Okay, now this thing, I mentioned positions earlier when we were looking at this tab. Positions is one of the most helpful tools on Canva right now, at least according to me. So it allows you to select and move things up around without actually having to move it physically on the screen. Now, a lot of times what we have to do is we have to layer elements together so that those two circles that are the conjoining circles, what are they called? Conjoining circles, is layered on top of another box. Now, in the case that I could not access the box and select those conjoining circles, I would go into layers, I would click a position, I'd go into layers, and then I'd select the element that I wanted. Now, if I wanted this element to be behind the blue text box, I'd just click on it and move it behind underneath, and then it would just automatically go behind that blue text box, that blue box. Again, I will show you all of this when we get into the later thing. I just want to go over the UI with everybody. Now, this is a bird's eye view. Now, because we've got this little box over here, we can't see it. Can we get that box out of there? Oh, okay, I don't know if we can or not.
Do the view and you can hide it. Oh,
I don't know how to use this thing, but okay, so there's a small little box at the bottom over there. It's got 4 smaller boxes. You click on that and you get a bird's eye view of the project that you're working on if you've got multiple different slides. Now, why this helps me is because I can take this. Now, say for example, I don't want slide number 2 to be slide number 2, and I want it to be slide number 29. I can just pick it up and then drag it all the way down to the bottom, and that's how you move things around. Or you could just select it and it's just an easier way to navigate through your mess. Okay, we're done with that, thank God, because I was getting tired. Let's talk templates and sizes. Now, like I mentioned, now every single one of these platforms that are you guys using Canva to create social media content or print content? Social media?
Both.
Mostly?
Both.
Both print content?
Yeah, because I use it for 2 different things. I use it for my small business and then, a market I run,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so basically the image that you create for your Instagram post or your Facebook post is not going to be the same size of
No,
the
it's
thing
not.
that you're- and
No,
you
it's
can't- And you can't use it vice versa because that doesn't work. Now, like I said, we scroll the size of the Statue of Liberty on a daily basis. Your post needs to stand out. So if it's half cropped or one person's head is out or it is so zoomed in that someone's going to have to physically zoom in to see the poster properly, it's not going to be it's not effective. It's pointless of putting that up then, right?
Some of mine are effective, so just relax.
I mean, but it's not as effective as it
Yeah,
can be.
yeah, no.
So what we have to do is we need to go back to this little tab right here and select the right type of sizes. Now, say for example, we want to create, now the next slide, now these are the most used sizes when it comes to social media. So you've got your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok. Now you don't have to physically go and type these in.
Where did you go to get
although you
that?
can.
Where'd you go to get that?
Oh, I've just made that to show you. Like,
Oh,
I'll tell you where. I'll tell you where to get it. I'll tell you where to get it. So right here, if you see social media, you click on social media, and a new box should pop up over here.
oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm done with this presentation. Let's get out of here. Let's go into Canva. So right here, you click on social media, and here you go. So you have your Instagram square, you've got your Facebook post, you've got your Instagram story, and so on and so forth. Now, because your Facebook cover picture and your YouTube thumbnail cannot be the same size, you need to select that exact same size. Like I mentioned, if one shoe doesn't fit all, I mean that's just not how it works. So you have to select that same thing. Now, remember when I was talking about Magic Studio? Now, Magic Studio comes in very handy when it comes to this because you can resize images really easily, but you have to be a paid viewer you have to be someone who's paying Canva to be able to do that. But I'll show it to you live when we get into the part where we're actually making something. Okay,
So you called that Match Studio? Is that where you said?
Magic Studio. Yeah, it's right there. It's on the side. It's on every single. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay. Now, exploring elements and fonts. Now, this is something that Canva has galore. Okay. Fonts, yes, because fonts it uses mostly all Google fonts. So if you see a font that you like on someone else's poster, you can just have an AI scan it and it'll tell you what font, and give or take maybe 80% chance that it is on Canva. You can upload your own fonts to Canva if you have the file for it. And it's as simple as clicking upload font and then selecting the file, and it'll upload it. Elements, now elements is something that Canva has a lot of because there's just about one for everything or more than one for everything. Now I personally also have created a couple of elements, and if you are wildly artistic, I recommend joining the creator program. I made like $500 from one element in a month. It's brilliant. Do it. Side hustle, guys. Yeah.
Need another side hustle.
Okay, so
I can do that.
I'm sorry, I'm paying attention.
okay. Okay, so guys, if I don't respond to your chats, just unmute yourself and say, "Hey, Josh."
I get it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shit. You guys are not participating then. Okay, so now these elements come in very handy. Now you make a post, you put some pictures, you put some text on it, but there's something missing because there's a lot of space that's empty. That's where you go for elements. Sometimes I don't use images, I just use elements because they're a lot cleaner. It adds to the design. Now, these are just some examples that I screenshotted to show you. There are various different styles. You have some that look like drawings, some that look like use pastel colors, some that use more vibrant colors. Now, as per what your brand needs and what your poster needs, these can vary. And if you have the paid version, you can use just about every single one of them. If you are not paying for it, then there is a limited selection, but that limit is that selection is not a small selection. You still have a lot of images to choose from. Fonts. This is something that's very important. So I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Sherry.
Sherry. Sherry, you were mentioning something about accessibility. Now, one thing that I've learned is that you want to make your fonts slightly bigger than they would be. So you don't go with the regular 12 font because, or the, what do you guys use on a document? 13, 14?
12. Yeah.
12? 12 for the regular standard size document. You don't want to use 12 because 12 is a little too small, especially because now this is an extension of the human right now and everyone views content through here. I know people who don't even use Netflix on their big flat screen TVs, but they use it on their phone. They'll be sitting in front of the TV with their phone in their hand and watching it on it. Okay, so the phone is your main viewing interface, and so you need to cater everything to that phone user. So I'd recommend, in order to start, I generally use body text at 20 20 pixels. Okay, so just go to the text file, text, and click 20. That's it. That should be your base number. If you're using anything less than that, that means there's too much of content, and then reduce the amount of content. You don't want too much of content on your posters. Subtext should subheading should always be slightly bigger, but not extremely bigger. Bigger than the body text, and then heading text needs to be big, bold, and noticeable. Because, like I said, people scroll the size of the Statue of Liberty. So your text needs to stand out. Your text needs to catch that person's eye, especially when you are looking for. Because social media is like it's like finding a needle in a haystack, but the haystack is lost in space. So you've got to be really smart about this. So, and this is something that I think that is very important. Color palettes. Now, like I was mentioning, you need to use the colors that your brand is symbolized with. I mean, that you associate with your brand. Like, say for example, my colors are green and blue. If I use pink and blue, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't look like it's my brand. But more than that is that sometimes, we want to put photographs and images on different. Guys, look me. Look at me. I need love. Look here. There's nothing on the screen. Don't.
I need love. Me too.
This when I have to show you something on the screen, I'll show it to you. Okay, look here. Because I don't know if you guys are interested or not.
You might be tired.
Just look into my eyes. I guess. Okay, so now sometimes you're using images that have bold colors, like someone walks into a room with an orange and white t-shirt. Now that doesn't go with everything, right? Because orange is a vibrant color, and we're standing in a rather a blue room, which is kind of pastely blue-ish, right? So that's not going to go together. So now you want to be able to match the colors on your different posters. So one tool that Canva has is the color palette tool. So you go ahead, you input your image into it, and it generates a color palette. Now look there. So I found this lovely image of these two gentlemen. I think they're gentlemen. I'm not sure. On a pond or a lake. It's kind of a greeny, murky water. So I put that in, and it's generated a color palette for me. Now I know every time I want to create an image with similar colors, I'm just going to go ahead and use that color palette. What you could do is put your logo in there, or if you're just starting up your business and you're using the AI generator, you find a bunch of images that you associate with it, you like the look and feel of it. You make a mood board, you input the mood board into it, it creates a color palette for you and it gives you suggestions as to, okay, this is what you can use. I always recommend 4 colors, but you can do it too. It's not really necessary. One has to be a rather bold color, then you have a lighter color, and then 2 that are sort of like the first color, but complementary-ish. Okay, now, okay. Okay. Nice, okay. Content management skills. So kind of content, when I say I couldn't think of a nicer name for this. I'm sure that I could have probably, if I sat and thought about it. Uh, you need to be able to organize your design in such a way that it's not claustrophobic. So when someone looks at it, it doesn't look so cluttered that they can't focus on one particular thing. That's all. When I talked about fonts, you need to have that big bold header. You can't add tons of content to your poster, because if you add more than 3 lines of content, your poster's not getting read. Okay, honestly, with the way the world is progressing, people's attention spans are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. That's why I need you to look at me, so I know that you're engaged, right? So how do you solve this? You put lesser text but more effective text, because the English language is so complicated. You can say, you can always shorten it down. You don't have to write mountains, because if someone is interested in hearing about it, they're going to show up here. Like, I'm sure the poster for this course didn't have too much of text on it. You were interested, so you probably called them up and said, "Hey, how do I sign up for this course?" Right? I mean, so as long yeah, exactly. So the poster did its job, right? So you want to create effective content, but you don't want to overwhelm the user by putting too much on it. That brings me to negative space. Do you guys know what negative space is? Okay, so negative space is basically space where there's nothing in it. Okay, a void. This is something that a lot of older designers did not like. But newer designers need to embrace it wholeheartedly, because if your poster does not have negative space, then that poster is going to be filled with so much of content that the person's not going to know what to look at, not going to understand, and just not want to see it. Even though now design is moving towards something I like to call organized chaos. Like, these 3 colors would not go together. You can look at the colors now. These 3 colors would just not go together, but it's organized chaos. Now, if you're adopting something like this, then we have to do another course, because we're not going to cover that here. Okay, so negative space is something that is extremely important. Back to me. Negative space, that is something very important. Now,
Sometimes that's hard though. Sometimes that's hard to narrow that down. The
So
last
this
poster
is-
I did, I couldn't. I tried and
but is this
tried.
because there was too much of content on the poster,
No,
or too many images?
no. I just need an explanation of what, because there's so many
Yes, I
people.
definitely want to see this poster there.
I'll show you later, it's right there.
We're probably gonna put it up.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna do some weird stuff with Canva eventually. So
Put it up and critique it.
now something again, that's another thing that's very important is spacing. When it comes to not making it too cluttered, you need to have it organized. Now, because there are a lot of people with OCD, I wouldn't say that I have it, but it's a little bit in me. Like, every designer has a little bit of it. If your lines are not spaced properly, or if you've got blocks in a pattern, you want them to be spaced properly, because if they're not, they don't look professional, and everyone can tell immediately if they have the eye for it. I'll show you how to do it easily, because Canva makes it super easy. Okay, so design tips that you need, I already covered most of it. Make full uses of templates. Now, I'm not saying go and use that brand thing and use the template as it is. Okay, because there are billions is a bit much, millions of people using this platform. That means there are millions of people who are looking at the same templates and are lazy and use the templates. So you want to stand out, so adapt each one of those templates to your brand. Move a picture slightly to the left, move the text slightly to the right, just customize it, but fully use the templates for for the sake of making your life easy. Use it for inspiration. So what I like to do is I go through all the templates. Say, for example, I'm creating a poster about cameras. So I'll type in the word cameras, and it's gonna give me hundreds and thousands of different templates that are there. I'm gonna look at all of them. I'm gonna see, okay, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. I'm gonna select all of them. I'm gonna select the elements on them that I like and then create my final poster. So you can use it as an inspiration board. Again, don't remember these are my cardinal rules. I should have called them that shit. That sounds so good. Do not use templates without editing them. Okay. Second, save the color palette to your homepage. I will provide you guys with the link at the end of this. It is a very effective tool in coming up with colors and creating good designs. Third, never use more than 2 fonts. This is something that a lot of people end up doing. Using more than 3 fonts is just gonna create an imbalance in your design. So always stick to 2 fonts. Your header font should be 1. Your subheadings and body should be the second font. Okay. Don't use colors that don't match. You see those colors that I used over there? They don't match. But I use them to give this example. That's what I did in that podcast. Make sure that there is negative space. Always align the text boxes and elements. Do not leave them in. Don't make it wonky. You see how nice and straight this is, right? So if, say for example, I had this here and that here, and you saw it, you're gonna say, okay, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Why are we learning from him? Right? Exactly. That's what you're gonna be thinking about. So you wanna do that. Right click, space evenly, tidy up.
Oh.
Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a hit and a miss. If your text is too wonky, then it's not gonna do it very well. I'm just gonna Control Z it because I don't have to sit and fix it right now. Okay, then use colors and fonts that represent your brand, because if you're not representing your brand in the type of content that you're creating, your messaging is completely useless and pointless. Always use your fonts, use your logo, use your colors. And last, always be bold, be distinctive, and make an impact, because that's the only way you're going to gain traction through like social media or online channels. Okay, so now the fun part. Let's design something together. So for the first one that I'm going to do out here, I've just prepared like a color palette and everything, and I'm just going to put it together and show you my design process, my thinking about it, and why I would do something like this. And then we're going to do another one where I'm going to have everyone else coordinating and collaborating on it. Yeah, sorted? Okay. So, can you guys online see what I'm doing? Now, I don't know how well the people online are going to, how it's going to work for you guys with the creating with us, but I guess we can just put it in the chat. Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm going to click duration. No, I don't want to see duration. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna create a new tab for this. That. Okay, so I created a logo for you guys. It's called a company. It's called King Canoe, because I like canoes. Or kayak, up to you. I've used this unpronounceable font. I'm not even gonna try. If you guys want to take a crack at it. And we're gonna use the same type of same color palette as from before. Okay, so I've put header text out here. Sale 50%. Limited time only. Okay. Let's make full use of this. Oh, hello network. Okay, so the position button, like I was talking about, so you can use layers, and then you can just drag it all the way to the bottom, and then all your text and all the other elements are going to come up here. Alternatively, if we didn't have this, I could just click to back under arrange. Okay, but I like using the layers tab because sometimes you want to layer things in different orders and stack things on top of each other, and that's where it comes in handy. So that Control V. Now, because I've used this particular font on this particular document, our header font, which is that out there, it's going to show up right here for me. So I click here, this is where your fonts are, you click that, and this tab opens up over here. And because I've already used that font in the file, it's just going to show up over here. Okay, so it says document fonts. Now these are the different fonts that I have used in this document. Like I said, don't use more than 2, but like for the sake of this, I've had to use a bunch of different ones. So I'm going to use that, I'm going to put that there. Okay, sale. Now I know that the sale 50% is probably the headline that everyone probably wants to see. So I'm gonna stack that up together. Let's change it to white so we can see it. You know when I said don't use colors that don't match. Don't use black on darker. If I wanted the background to be a bit more transparent, how can I do that? Okay, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. Okay. Limited time only. Okay, I don't need to do that. I'll just do it here. Oh shit. Why is this going so slowly? Okay, limited time only. Now I know that this is also a header, but since that is already in that weird font, I'm just going to use the second font, which is Gotham. I think. Yeah. Okay. Now here's something that I can do if I want. You click this button right here and then your spacing tab opens. You can do that. Increase the amount of space between the letters. You can also increase the amount of line spacing. This works very similar to how it would in Word or Excel. But for this case, because I don't want to do that with this particular design, I'm just gonna do this. Make it repeat it. I'm just gonna change this. Now, as you see over here, uploaded fonts. Now, Gotham is not something the Gotham font is not something that's in Canva. I have gone ahead and uploaded it. So I've got all the various different versions of Gotham over here. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to use Gotham Medium, which is a slightly more bolder um, font, and the same for this one. Now see over here, I can't seem to be able to select that second text without having to figure out how to maneuver around it. So that's how I'm just going to come here, I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to do the same thing for this. Alternatively, if I don't want to manually go and change all the text fonts, what I could do is just select one that is already that font. Come here, click this little paintbrush button that says copy style. Okay, then come here and click on it. Shit, that's the thing. Just go ahead and click on it, and the thing, it just gets copied. I'm just gonna quickly go through this. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, please feel free to ask. I'll make that centered.
It's just a wrong, it's not right.
Okay, can you see that little purple line that pops up every single time I'm moving this thing?
Yep.
Okay, so those are your guidelines. Now, these are these lines come in really handy when you're trying to align things. You can also go to file and, oh shit, it's not in here. View settings, add guides, and then you're gonna get them up over here. In the case that you want to be supremely precise, you can add it this way. You can add it to 3 columns. You can do a 3 by 3 grid. You can even customize your own grid, like it's over here. Now, because I don't really need to use it, because I low-key already had what I wanted to design in mind. I know how it's gonna flow. Okay, now, like someone asked, what if I wanted a transparent background? Just gonna put in okay, so there are a bunch of shortcuts that you can use, which really come in handy. If you click the R button, you're gonna get a rectangle or a square. If you click C, if you click C, you're gonna get a circle. And hey, Shelly, you see that these are green? That's because my brand colors have been set in such a way that it shows up as green. So all the elements that I create will be green, or they'll be blue, depending on what I've selected at the time. I'm gonna click that. Oh, if you click L, then you're gonna get a line. If you click T, you should get a triangle. Make sure that you don't have elements that are outside of your screen. So like say for example, if I could easily just have left it like this. It's not very clean. Uh, just always make sure that the design is clean, because if you're going to share it with somebody, it's just nicer to have a clean looking design. Okay, now about the person that asked about transparency, so you click that right there, but first I'm gonna go ahead and change this to a darker color. Now, like I said, right, you can't use colors that contrast together. You need to use colors that work together. Oh, wait, what am I saying? Yeah. So don't use white on white. Don't use pink on pink. Don't use a light color with a brighter color. Don't use a dark color with a bright color. You need to be able to use colors that don't affect your eyes when you're looking at it and don't affect your viewer's eyes. So now this green is a nice green. It's one of the colors that we selected. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna do that. Let's click position. Let's put that down there. That's maybe a little bit. Now say for example, I wanted to select all of these together. What I would generally do is just left click and draw over it. But it's also going to select the background. So what you can do is you can lock these into place so that they won't get selected. So you go ahead. There are little there's an ellipsis menu at the end. You just hit that, and then there should be a lock button. You lock that, and then that's locked, and you're not gonna be able to select it. Okay. Alternatively, you can hit position, and now say for example, I want to select just these 3 pieces of text. So I'm gonna click one, I'm gonna hold shift and then hold the other 2, and now I've selected all 3. Now I can manipulate this as per I want without having to go ahead and select everything and ruin the entire design. Okay, so now I've designed this little poster. It's not the best looking thing, but for the sake of just showing you guys how we incorporated the colors that we looked at, the types of text. There's big bold text. So the first thing that you look at, the first thing you notice when you look at this poster is, hey, there's a sale of 50% for limited time only. Then you go to see what the sale is about. But you see that there's a canoe there, so I'm assuming it's something to do with canoes, right? So from the start, if I'm passing by your poster that's hanging outside the church or wherever, or at the bus stop, or if I'm scrolling past your poster online, there's something big, bold that'll get my attention. The second thing, now once I'm interested, then I will go ahead and, did you understand the? Okay, I don't know what that is.
About the transparency.
Okay, yeah, so that transparency thing, if you understood it, pop a thumbs up or something, I don't know. Yeah, so now once I'm interested, then I'm gonna read this. Now I know that this is not enough text. This tells me nothing about what. Can you guys see what? Okay, I can do this. This doesn't give me too much of information about the product or about the sale, but it's just enough to get me a little excited about it. And if you guys sign up for the next course, which is going to be on social media, Sherry, who works with us, is going to drive this point home, because too much of content overloads your customer. Don't overload your customer's brain. Be to the point, be specific, and what you want to do is you want to tempt. You want to flirt with your customer. Not, you don't want to straight away propose immediately, right? You want to test the ground, test the waters. So that's what we do when we put just a little bit of text here. Okay, now we're going to create something of our own. Do we have a volunteer? Do you want to volunteer? No? Shelly, do you want to volunteer?
Oh, God.
Yes?
Boy, do it.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay, sick. So you're going to be sitting in my chair, and we're all collectively going to be working on a fire together. Okay, so let's just do. Okay, for everyone online, I don't know how we're going to coordinate this, but if you have any sort of suggestions, please put it in the chat, and Haley will tell me about it. If you want to just tell me directly, just unmute and say it. Okay, we're gonna keep the same screen up and running. So, okay. So now let's come to the company. I already took Kanu's. Let's think. What do you do, sir?
Photographer.
Okay, great. Okay. What and you?
I do social media for a job training upstairs.
Sick. Okay, so we're gonna combine these two into one company, and Shelly's gonna make you poster for you. Come here, Shelly.
Thanks, Shelley.
What are we doing? A photographer and a social media,
I do social media for OSTDC, so like job
social
training.
media. Okay,
Okay, so we're gonna create an Instagram post for a new business. What do you want to call this business, guys? Come on, come on. Everyone has to
Corey,
put
what are we gonna
something
call
into it.
business?
I don't know, I'll leave.
What is it?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You said Instagram, right? Is that what you said?
Just put it.
Sorry?
You said we're gonna create an Instagram post?
Yeah, we're gonna create an Instagram post. But let's think of a name for the company.
Say cheese. Say cheese.
Okay, I like it. Say cheese.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead, and because I just had a cool idea, cheese. Okay. Okay. So now I wanted a picture of cheese, so I went and clicked cheese in the elements tab. I'm gonna select all, and I'm just gonna go scroll down. Now I'm looking for something like this. I'm just gonna drag. I'm gonna drop it into my file. Now I want a. What do I want?
Camera.
You want a cheese with a face, so that it can hold a camera.
Oh.
No, what?
That's good.
Okay, let's do. Now this is a rough thing, but okay, no, I don't like that.
Just put camera and you'll get a camera. Don't you want that?
Okay,
It's toxic.
okay, so now we've got a makeshift logo for Say Cheese. Okay, now what is this poster gonna offer? Let's say
Photo shoot.
Sorry.
Photo shoot.
Okay, this is something stupid that I did, but I'm gonna use it. Photo shoot for your Tinder profile. Something. I don't do this. I offer it something. It was a joke. Okay, come on, Shelly, let's go.
Well, I'm
Where
gonna
you
fail
going?
already with that logo. Am I coming to you back there?
Okay, but now everyone's got to come up with the content to help her out, okay? Because if I'm not gonna help, I wanna see, oh, look, you've been working on something whilst I've been talking.
Yeah, so
That's nice, that align it.
Tell me what to do, guys.
Okay, so now she is your hands. So now you've got to help her come up with a really good post, and then we're gonna use it. I'm gonna use it to get people to sign up for some photographs.
Can we just go to AI and ask it?
Yes, exactly. So I would recommend go to tworiversdigitaltoolbox.ca and ask the social media AI to help you come up with a post. She got the right answer.
That was a good,
She got the right answer. I was hoping someone would say that.
Do I get a star now?
Yes, yes. Say cheese. Okay. You want to select a nice font for that?
Well, nobody's talking to me. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Listen, she's not gonna. She has to put in her own ideas, but no, not this.
So I haven't really, oh, here it is.
Hit that. That yeah. Like, hit that. I like Horizon.
Wait, you said you're not doing this?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I can't help myself when I see someone doing design. I just have to always give my input. Okay. So.
Horizon looks good, eh, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Where on here do you find the
Okay. Wait. I'm coming that side.
AI? We can type it.
To everyone in the chat, Haley's left her seat, so please, please open up your thing. Okay, click meet our AI team. Okay, so now go to scroll down there. No, yeah, social media ideas right there. Yeah, there we go. And now you can ask it whatever.
Where do you ask it in here?
Okay, now type in my company name is say cheese. We are a photography agency. One second, he does social media. Why we? I don't know. You know what? Never mind.
I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Okay, it's okay. We're all. It's always we're just winging everything anyway. So, what have you typed into now? Oh, you're doing it.
I'm just following along.
Okay. My company name is Say Cheese. We are a photography agency.
How do you move this? It's different than mine. I just can usually grab it and move it out of the dictionary.
Yeah, it's fine. The AI the AI understands people. I'm dyslexic and I can use this all the time. I make spelling mistakes everywhere, so it's
I just pressed down on the,
Just got under and you just,
Okay, well, whatever.
I tried.
okay.
We
I
need
want to create a post about what did we say?
Tinder profile is what you said.
Yes, photos for your Tinder profiles. Oh, if we don't do something wacky, I'm gonna learn. It's gonna be a fun experience that you're gonna think about every time you're on camera.
See, Ivan, we're making you a Tinder profile.
Wedding photography, engaged couples, let us create the love of your special day. Ooh.
Okay, that's a bit much. Let's.
Preserve your precious memories with professional family photo session. Book.
Okay.
Hashtag say cheese. A heartwarming image of your happy family posting together.
No.
No.
Scroll down.
Glam it up. Business
professional
professionals.
headshots. Okay, we can use that and adapt the language a little bit. What about the next? What did you generate?
Cat porters. Wanderlust travel.
Oh, professional Tinder photos. Oh, yours is more accurate. What did you type differently?
I said I want to create a post about photos for your Tinder profile.
Okay, and what did you type in?
I did. I said the same thing. Where is it? We want to
Okay,
create.
it's always gonna generate two different things. It's not gonna generate the same thing. Family portraits.
Cheese or face on.
Spike pepper conference. Okay, the first one. Okay, he's gonna give you the text.
You're gonna be a cheese.
Oh, what? Okay, I guess. Use that as a logo. Ish. Okay, come on, now she's doing everything on her own. This is not some test. Everyone has to contribute to this. Okay, that was pretty good. I was gonna say let's do that, but go ahead for me.
See how she flipped it?
Yeah.
Mhm. Fantastic. Do you wanna, okay, so another thing that you guys always like, it's a bit of a pet peeve for me, but something that you should always do is keep the same amount of size on each of these, on the sides, because if it's not, then it's gonna look a little off. Your alignment is gonna go to shit. So always have the same amount of space on top and same amount of space on the sides, okay? And what comes in handy is, hey, Shelly, can you move that a little towards the, okay, so you see that purple box that is around it, and that tells you that that's where that took me.
Oh, okay.
It's your frame.
Ah.
So use the frame as much as possible when you're aligning things. It's just so much easier to have that, use that frame.
I never,
Because then you're
I never knew
short.
that. I always see it, but I never knew what it was for.
So it's a short, if you use the file, if you make the file too big, then Instagram is going to, that's where your focus point is. So it's, always keep it inside the frame.
Okay, that's probably why my things never work then at home.
Oh, come on, give us the, I'm sorry, your name is?
Blake,
Blake, give her the content, come on.
the caption,
Yes.
swipe right with confidence, say cheese offers a professional,
You got it.
oh, sorry.
I'm supposed to type it out?
Yes, yes.
She's like, that's above my pay grade.
Okay,
Great, right? Oh, no.
not a good typist, so. Okay, ready?
Yep, swipe right
Swipe right.
with confidence.
How come it's not giving me a capital?
So, oh, have you clicked on it? Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Swipe right, R-I-G-H-T?
Yep, exclamation, or sorry, no, not yet, with confidence.
Confidence.
And then it says, say
New
cheese.
line?
Pardon?
New line?
This is all in a straight line.
Okay.
Say cheese offers. Professional photography services.
Professional photography, PHY services.
For your Tinder profile.
NDR profile. Profile?
Yeah, period, and just profile, unless you have multiple. You might, I don't know. It says,
That's it?
I'll find your perfect match today.
Okay, so before you guys, Shelly's gonna sit right up. Okay, so before you guys start actually working on this, one thing that I always recommend, split your text up into multiple different text boxes. It's a lot easier to manipulate around the screen. So swipe right with confidence. Now that's a big bold headline. So you want to select that and copy it all the way from swipe to confidence. The exclamation point, first exclamation point.
So you're telling me?
Yeah,
Okay. Highlight it?
yeah. Just highlight from swipe to. Nope. Oh. Come on, you got this.
I got my fine motor skills now. Come on.
There we go. Okay, now you want to click Control X.
Control C first.
X.
See? Control X?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now just click anywhere on the screen on the design. Now Control V.
Control V.
Now see, now that's a big bold. That's your header title. That's what's going to get people to stop in their tracks and it's going to be multiple different things that are going to make people stop. But one is the text that is on the page. Okay. Now. Well. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing something.
I was gonna try and underline it.
Oh, okay. No, don't underline it.
We didn't tell you to underline.
You start telling me nothing.
Yeah.
No underline, no underline.
Okay, so
Jason
then.
says no underline, make your name no Trevor.
Never center line anything. It's horrible. Don't do it.
I underline lots.
And do not underline it, don't center align it. Okay? Unless it's really, if you want to highlight something, change the color. And make it bold. Don't underline it.
Why?
Because it just doesn't look nice.
I think it looks nice. Yeah, I think it looks nice.
So it's okay, I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
Try to underline
personally
and see,
speaking,
well,
for everything that I create, I wouldn't need to underline anything. It's just, there are better ways to highlight something.
Okay,
Okay, so don't never center a line. So you want to change the alignment, which is right over there. So when it comes to center alignment, right, you're gonna have negative space on the sides of the text, which is something that you don't want to, because then you're gonna have to put an image over here, you're gonna have to put an image over there, and then it's gonna basically compress your text into a little small box. It doesn't look very nice. So you want to have your text to the left hand side or to the right hand side. So you can use a bigger image or something that represents what you're talking about much more with much more ease. So if you want to just shift that up, make that a little smaller, because you don't need your logo to be extremely the center of attention. Okay, because if someone is already knows who you are, you're not going to need to put your logo on every single one of your posts on social media. Because if they're following you, your logo is going to be right up there. If it's a physical thing, then that's a different story. But we wouldn't be working with such a small design for something that's printed. So, also you can change the size of the text by just holding that and then scrolling, and just pull it. Just yeah.
okay.
Like unlike when we used to use
Yes.
Word and PowerPoint, we would have to select the
Yeah.
whole text, then change the size. Now it's gone.
That's good.
Gone are the days. Okay, so guys, come on, ideas. Give her some ideas. Now you need to put some.
Come on, guys, what are we doing now?
I'm trying to fill the negative space.
I thought we
What are the people online, are they saying anything?
Or no?
Tell her, what do I mean?
I thought we were
I'm
doing,
not
I
accepting
thought
it.
we were doing the logo smaller and then standing out that other part, or no?
We don't never wanna do our logo smaller, because though they know who we are, right? Like they see the logo, it's supposed to be a cheese, but it's a circle. They're like, oh, that's Say Cheese. So, what's Say Cheese up to?
Okay, you have been very silent
Can you
and
make say cheese bigger, like a lot bigger? That should stand out.
yes. Oh, also if you click Alt and scroll, it's going to scroll in the
I
center.
won't remember that. Look at it.
A little small.
It's still a little small?
Yeah. Because if you're thinking of a screen, it's really small. Be hard to read.
Yeah, so like I said in the presentation, your subtext around 50 points. Your headers should be within the 70, 80, 100. So it's big, it stands out. So right now you are at 43.
I'm trying to
so
grab it, it's so
No, just
hard.
just go ahead and do it from there. No, if you
You can hit the plus sign on there.
Yeah,
See, you
The plus sign, shit.
hit the plus sign beside the numbers.
Yeah.
It'll increase. There you go.
Oh, okay.
50.
50?
Center line.
Center line. Does that mean this?
Well, yeah, see if it'll go left.
oh, no. So if you want to align it in the center of the post,
left.
okay, you want to
Yeah.
left align it.
Yeah.
yes, okay. Click there. No, the alignment
I'm
thing.
trying to, your mouse is weird.
Oh, don't look over there. Look at the screen at the bottom. It moves. Because this is on a delay.
Oh, That makes sense.
Can
Maybe
you,
move the logo to the bottom.
To the other side.
can you move that text box
You want the little bit
That's
more?
what the text, somebody said in the chat,
so that it'll be on?
somebody in the chat said that.
What did someone
They
say?
want-
Somebody moved the logo on the bottom,
Bottom.
which is a good idea because you can say, you wanna say CA cheese first.
So what I recommend is that logo either comes up here, here, or here, don't put it on that side.
Somebody said put it on the
I
bottom,
said put it on the bottom.
put the logo in the bottom corner. The bottom left.
Okay, it's looking kind of plain, what do you wanna do? See, like, he's gonna use this in his business later on, so when he hasn't said just for anything.
Looks good there, right, Ivan? Right, that top corner,
What do you think?
cause he's pointing,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
If it's pointing
top.
at the bottom, it looks like he's pointing to the dirt.
I think top. That's me.
Yeah, yeah.
We tried it.
I'm just saying, I don't care.
No, that's good. We tried it.
Okay, now do you wanna add some photographs? Some images or some?
Yeah, some past
On there,
pictures.
Face.
Yeah, because look at the text,
Yeah.
it says, say cheese offers professional, where's the thing about swiping right?
Photographer, take my picture.
Swiping right with confidence, go on. Now, most of what we have to do is to try to add less text, but use images that depict what we want to say with the text, right? So what I would do is maybe go remove cheese with face and camera and put Tinder right left swipe.
Okay, say that again. Go to swipe, go to here,
No, go here, go to search,
search.
put the word Tinder in there.
What's wrong with it?
It's too dark anyways.
Okay, so now you've got graphics.
You can go
You wanna put swipe?
You go back. Just
Tinder
palette.
swipe.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
See the palette at the bottom, photo colors. Click on the
Oh,
lighter
too
one.
much. Ah.
Or, yeah.
Okay, now we can either use graphics or we can use photos. Everyone vote. All in favor of photos.
Photos.
Okay, photographs it is. Now you wanna go scroll down and look for someone who's
You
taking
want
a
a man or a
photograph.
woman?
That's mushroom. Tinder for mushrooms, nice. Okay, let's take a. You're mostly going to find women on this app because just we're not very easy to shoot, I guess.
Well, I guess there's our choices.
Okay, you want to change that up to girl taking selfie. Actually, wait, not girl taking selfie. No, that's not part of it. Now, because we're advertising somebody coming and taking your photos for you, we can either go the positive route or the negative route. We can show a bad photograph of someone like doing this and taking a photograph and uploading them on the bio, or rather than someone with a nice camera and a nice setup with some nice lighting. So maybe we want to show that sort of negative standpoint, or we can go the positive route and just show a guy taking a picture of somebody.
Well, isn't Tinder supposed to be like cheesy and little,
What?
is Tinder's like, I don't know these dates.
Yeah, no, I don't know either.
Show her that. Show her that picture.
I did this, like a picture of a guy taking a photo. 'Cause that's-
Oh, that's good.
Advertise.
See, you did it for, that's good, I like that.
Trying to-
Okay, now come on, you gotta help her out then. Why are you doing it on your own?
Why did you volunteer?
I don't wanna do that. I'm learning from you.
So I said, how did he get that picture?
I don't even remember what I said.
Okay, so now just search for the. Now,
I searched for photos.
Let me look at your picture, let me look at your picture again.
Yeah, but what I would recommend is have someone in the picture who's getting not shot.
It's messed up.
What do you call that?
Someone who is the subject.
Yeah.
Of the photo
What do you
shoot.
call that?
Because then that symbolizes.
What we're actually doing.
Yeah.
Model.
The model, yes. If you just type model, it's not gonna. Model in photo shoot, maybe.
Oh.
Okay, see, now we've got some
See?
images that we can use. There's a, go down to photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you can do that. Okay, now we've got to find. That was a cool photograph. It's got some black and white action. Now just click it and drag it. Okay, now you can choose to make the entire frame, put it in the entire frame. Now, how you would do that? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna take the mouse for just a second so I can show you how to do it. Okay, so now say for example, I want this entire background to be at. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hover and hold it right there, and then leave, and then now this entire thing is there.
So just because you hovered that few seconds and
Yeah.
let it go, okay.
So just gonna say we tried this one out, hover it there, or if you at the edge, any of the edges, if I hover it there, it's gonna replace the background. Okay, so now are we gonna replace the background with this image, or do we want to just add it in
No, replace it,
background?
yeah.
Okay. Now what? Now you're presented with a new set of problems.
Now we have to change the cheese to white or something.
Yeah, but you're missing your logo now. Where's the logo?
Oh, we have to bring it up.
Yes. Now, how do you do that?
Bring it to the front or something.
Yeah. Well,
Layer it, layer it, layer
How do
it.
you do that?
she's on fire. This is the second time she's getting my question.
Where are these layers?
Someone pays
Where do I
attention.
see layers now?
Go to position
Position,
and layers.
layers.
Oh no, that's the easy way out. Layers up on top. We like making things hard for people.
See this? Yeah. My little logo.
Yes, and now drag it all the way to the tippy top. And hold it there, and there we go. You've got your logo up
I
there.
don't like our logo anymore.
He's too cheesy.
Yeah,
Okay, now, like I said, you can't center text, centerize most of this text, because a lot of times when you want to use nice, good dynamic images, it's always going to be a little off center. Like everything, at least from my experience. Even when I take photographs, I'm not a professional. I'm a novice. I'm just saying, in my experience, I like taking pictures a little off center because I get more of the background, I get some more texture, I get more depth and detail. And a lot of that means that the subject is going to be a little to the side. So I recommend to not do center because that's not really in the center right now.
Okay, so what are we doing then?
So pull this to this side of the screen so you can actually see the nice lady
Yeah.
being shot, modeling, doing that.
Is this what you mean? Pull it to the side.
Yeah, but remember the box that we talked about, the alignment box.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that it's still in the box, like that is not in the box, right?
Okay.
Okay, now one thing is you don't need to make your logo your brand presence super felt in the post because you have a very small space that you're working with. Your logo with in that size, it doesn't make any sense. Your logo should be maybe a small little thing because what the content of the poster, the message that you're trying to deliver is more important than saying who's delivering the message. Right? And here's something that's coming up in marketing right now. You want to sell the experience, not the product. So you want the image that you're displaying to make the person feel like, okay, this is some bougie shit that I really need in my life. Okay? Like that's what we're selling, that experience. But like saying smile cheese, say cheese is swipe right with it doesn't correlate, it doesn't make sense, right? So first you deliver the message and then say, oh yeah, so wear say cheese and we do this for you. First you deliver the experience, then you hit them with, oh, we can do this for you at this price, right? You don't walk into a meeting and say, oh, I'm gonna charge you $2,000 to do this for you. Oh, by the way, we do this, right? First you say what you're gonna do, and then you.
I don't even know where the swipe right with confidence came from.
No, that's the headline
That's
of the poster.
That came from the AI.
Sounds dumb.
Okay, so you guys over here have been very silent, and I'm a little disappointed. I want some ideas
I don't
from you
even
guys.
know,
Come on.
because I don't know Tinder either, but I'm understanding, I think that swipe right means that's what you do in Tinder.
Yes, yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I saw it in a video once.
He has his Tinder profile.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know what the swipe right thing was.
Okay, now, so the reason I want all of you guys to bring something to the table out here is because then you'll be proud that okay, I learned something over here, and I can show off the nice poster all of us created together.
So should we change the color of the
Yes.
letter?
I don't like
No.
the say cheese on there because isn't your logo, it represents say cheese, that's what your business is, right? So it doesn't need to be in there, I don't think. Because it says it later that say cheese
For the-
offers.
Yeah, I get that, but for the
Or
first
make
time
it
anybody's
smaller.
seeing it.
Like not to say cheese so big, or no?
No, so
You want say
I
big.
think that the say cheese can be 86th, deep 6 deleted.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because say for example, this is a social media post, right? What happens when you're on Instagram, the first thing you're going to see on top is that person's name.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
your name.
All right, I got you. I
So
got
like
you.
right there,
that
your
your Tinder?
logos, no, it's
Yeah, where's your Tinder account?
it's Instagram, guys, come on. The first thing you're gonna see is that person's name,
Yeah,
whoever's posting it. I don't have a very good network over here, I'm sorry. So you don't need to post your image, your logo.
So
on
can
it.
we get rid of this guy too then?
We can keep it, but I recommend put it on the bottom right hand corner. Because that's right by the like button. That has no significance to it, okay? I just said it because that's where it is.
Oh, I'm liking this now. Now
yeah.
that you're- Yeah.
Okay, now you wanna use that headline, make it big, make
This
it
thing?
bold, yes. Okay,
I'm
no,
hungry.
the other side, oh yeah, this is lunchtime,
What would
guys.
happen if you made that a watermark, that whole image?
Make the image a watermark.
Yeah,
Watermark in what way, I mean,
like, not so bold, but then you can read the writing.
Transparency.
okay, yes,
Yeah.
so once, no offense, guys, but I've been doing this a while, so
Shelley?
once you, yeah, no, I got you now.
Okay, alright.
I will always know you now.
Shelley and Sherry were friends.
Yes, that makes sense. So once Shelley and you guys are done creating this, I will make tweaks and critique it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm doing it whilst you're doing it. But, I mean, if I don't do it, then you won't learn, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and like someone told me this when I started. Actually, no, I'm lying. I made this up. The first time you do it, it's gonna look like trash. The 10th time you do it, you're gonna be like, oh wow, compared to the first time, this is so much better. Then you're gonna do it for the 20th time, and you're going to be like, holy shit, what was I thinking about the 10th one? That was trash. And then that cycle just keeps going
Well,
because
see
you
how we
keep getting
started?
better.
Yeah, well,
Like trash right away.
yeah, it makes sense. He's right though, then they don't put so much information on, it's when he said, okay, we're already on Instagram, we already know we're at Say Cheese.
Yeah.
And then that just makes sense to put less
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks way better.
Yes.
And then it's gonna
Okay.
be better
Do
when.
you want me to just finish this up? Okay.
Are you ready to?
Yeah.
Take
Get
it
out of here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So-
Everyone, clap hands for.
We made our trash look better.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is everything that we learned in the class today, I'm gonna demonstrate what I would do. First, let's do that, make that nice and big. Let's keep it on 2 lines because we've used that type of font where you just want it to be on 2 lines. It's in the center of the box, right? Oh, you can barely see it now because that light over there, that white and white is contrasting. We're gonna click R, we're gonna put a box over there, we're gonna overlay it. Then I'm gonna make it a nice darker shade of gray. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn down the transparency.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, but now looking at it, I don't really like it. I like it better in black. Okay. Now this, say she is very professional photographer service. Okay, this is some horrible copy, but we're gonna change it up. Okay, let's do. Also, if you click your design and you hit the if you just click there and you click T, you should get a text box. These are just some shortcuts that make it really handy. So you just click T and the text box arrives over there.
that bigger font.
Oh, it does do that, eh?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well,
You just hit T in the text box, it'll appear. And then going to find the text over here.
Yeah.
And then putting it
Adding
there.
it in, yeah. Do that. Find out from the other hose.
From the other hose.
PG-13, please. Okay, now, because the subject and the photographer and the model are right there in the picture, I don't want text over them because I want to display that's the experience that we're offering, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a secondary font which is slightly smaller but on which matches up with that first font that we've selected. Now what is really neat about Canva is that right over here you're gonna see recommended fonts. Now Canva's AI already knows that these particular fonts go with that font. Now I particularly love Anonymous Pro because it's got this very old school but now being revived sort of look to it, and you're gonna find it in a lot of Gen Z type anything made by someone in my generation. No offense, guys, I'm not being ageist. It's just something that's new and but kind of old, but kind of new. And we put that there. We go to layers. Are you sure you like this logo? Because
So your logo didn't even mean nothing.
what? It's that same cheese and a camera lens. Okay. So we've got that.
and it was cheap.
Okay, is this one word that you put on there? No, okay. Swipe right. With confidence. No, that's terrible. Oh, also, when you're stacking text, make sure that it is always small on top, large at the bottom, or large on top, small at the bottom. What I mean is that, say for example, right here, I have swipe right with confidence. Now, if I go ahead and try to stack that, it's going to be 2 words on the top, 1 word in the middle, and then 1 large word at the bottom. That doesn't look very nice. So make sure that it is always sort of aligned in a way that is pleasing to the eye. And that's why in this particular case, having 3 words on top and 1 at the bottom just makes sense. I can't do, if I do this, it would technically be the best. But what I recommend is that whenever you're using, what would you call this? Ascending order, descending order? 1 on top, 3 at the bottom, or 1 small on top, big at the bottom. Put that at the bottom of the page. And if it's at the top of the page, use more text on top, less, and then, so the 3 on top, 2 at the bottom. Did you get what I mean? I'm sorry, sometimes.
Yeah, it looks better if that was at the bottom, but since it's at the top, you're putting it.
Yeah, so like say for example, if this was here, see that makes sense,
Yeah.
right? And we take that, put that there. Shit. Alt.
No, we got you, yeah.
No, we can
That's
tell it's
exactly
way
what I
better.
was saying.
Yeah, Okay, also let's not, this is something that I personally like and you might not want to use in your designs, but I don't like text that is too far apart because that takes up too much of the screen and it does not look very natural. So I will always, whenever I'm using header text that is so large, I will always go ahead and decrease the amount of space between them. Just to make it a little more neat and tidy. Okay, well, that's what we have for you guys. I mean, so use a lot of images, use very little text because no one's got the patience to read anymore. I mean, everyone's got 100,000 things that they have to do on a daily basis. They've got 100,000 people telling them that here, look at my product. Don't waste that time. Flirt with them with a little bit of nice, good wording, and sell them experiences through the photos that you take. Now, these photos might not be your own. You can use stock photographs. No one's going to handcuff you for that. Use the AI image generator because it's brilliant. It's now on the Two Rivers digital toolbox. It's we are very proud of it. Like,
But it is a little freaky.
no, it's
Oh, you
working.
fixed it better? Okay. And they showed us and it just zoomed in, it's like, oh crap, the face
Yeah.
is all.
No, I mean, it's not, yes, images are not always perfect. It is try and error sometimes to get exactly what you want, but I recommend using it to the full. If you don't want to pay for Canva and ChatGPT for simultaneously, use the Two Rivers digital toolbox because it's completely free to use. You get access to GPT-4, which is $20 a month, which is a stupid cost because it's a lot of money every month. You get a free image generator with that. You get social media. Have you guys checked it out, by the way? I mean,
The toolbox and then.
the toolbox. Have you checked it out?
No.
Well, you should.
I checked it out, just haven't used it really.
So I would recommend if
Come on, who uses
you're
it?
seeing me.
Hands up.
If
This lady
Yes.
uses it every single day.
I do,
sick. Thank you very much.
yeah.
We put in a lot
And I
of.
even caught her though, she was the one I was telling you about, she used every single idea, and put it in one
I know, I
caption.
messed
Oh,
up,
yeah.
but
No.
I fixed it, right? I'm
Yeah, you
much
did,
better.
you're
I
doing way
fixed it.
better.
No, that's brilliant. But so the thing is that the more people use our toolbox, the more it learns, and the more you teach it, the better the results are going to
Well, it
be.
gets a lot of business from me.
Very nice. So we just did an update on it. It's now got a nice darker UI for people who can't use bright screens, so that you can use it more effectively. We've been doing a bit of accessibility, so that's something that you can bring in. Use darker colors and more Pantone colors to make it more accessible. Can you write that toolbox here in the chat, please? Can you put that? Can
If they just go to www.
just go to www.tworiversdigitaltoolbox.ca and hit meet our AI
I'll put it in
team.
there, I'll type it.
Rachel's gonna put it
That's
in
my
for you
coworker,
guys.
I'll send her that.
Nice, okay. So make full use of these free tools. Yes, you can pay for Canva. Like the picture that we've used currently in this poster is a paid image. I don't know how much it costs over here. I'm from India and I moved here just recently, so I'm still paying Indian prices. It's brilliant. I pay a fraction of what you guys are going to pay here. But figure that out because this is a good business expense. It's I'm sure you use it on a daily basis. It's brilliant. It just takes away the need to have 100 different editors for different things. So you can do video, you can do photos, you can do not photos, not like editing nice photos, but like you can do it to some extent. You can create stuff for your Instagram, your social medias. I'm repeating myself now. So you guys got it right. Everyone have any questions? Any questions for me?
Thank you.
Yes? Any questions in the chat? Two Rivers.
Need to four.
You
didn't think
You
he
did
was
a
gonna
couple
be there.
good things that I never knew about at all, like, just how you did the extra gray right there. I'm like, oh my God, how do you fix
Yeah.
this? And it's just like so.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and do it in the edit button. You can go ahead and edit the image in itself. But what that's gonna do is the person who took the photograph knows what they're doing. because it doesn't suit your needs, don't mess with the photograph. Just go and put an overlay on it. Something that, sorry, one second, I know you guys are already leaving. Just click this, click effects. Effects come in very handy, and just click the lift effect. Now, if I move this out of the way, compared that, you see it's got a little bit of black in the background. So if I put that up there, you're still going to see that compared to, you can't really see that over here. So there's a lot of stuff that you can play around with Canva. I'm going to this was recorded. I'm going to post it on the Two Rivers site. And if you guys want more tips and tricks, I can make them and upload them over there. She was talking about maybe doing another one of these, but at a more higher advanced level, where I would need everyone to come in with your laptops and we would do some crazy content together. If you have trouble with a particular design and you think you need some help, just contact Rachel, ask her to contact me. I'll be very happy to help you guys out. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye, chat.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for being so interactive also.
Good. Glad it came.
Okay, and this.
Need the class one and maybe.
Need a 101?